We're here on the rooftop of Bourbon Street on Bell Boulevard with two guys that I'm going to embarrass right now. They are absolutely living legends of Bayside. They've been here, they've had a wonderful history, they've had an incredibly successful run, probably the two most successful restaurateurs on the Strip, and it's really an honor to be here with you guys. Congratulations on your place, it's doing great.
Thank you very much, Greg. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Greg.
So tell us, how long have you guys been in Bayside and some of the history of where you've been and what you've been doing?
Well, I think we've been in Bayside for way over 30 years. We started basically in high school over a place called One Station Plaza. We started off busing together, waitering, and bartending together. And, we basically moved on from One Station. We moved over to served the first drinks over at KC's Saloon on 43rd. And then we moved over to open up our own place called BB Junior's. And then we moved over here to Bourbon Street.
So what was the difference? Was it Carol's or Casey's? How did those names work over there?
Yeah, it was actually an historical building, and it was called Carol's back then. It was like the old man spot, and we all worked the boulevard together. I was working at Partners at the time after I left One Station, and John was bartending at One Station, and Kevin Collins, KC himself, hired John and told him to call your buddy, call your partner, bring him over here. And I think we turned the old man's bar into a young, lively, hopping spot,
Yeah, it was a different crowd after that first night.
Yeah.
So then after you turned Carol's into KC's down there, and then you guys moved up to One Station Plaza?
No. What happened was we were at One Station first. John was working there. He opened up One Station Plaza. And I was looking for work, and he said, "Come on in, I'll get you a job over at One Station." We were bussing tables together. Then we became waiters together, and then he became a bartender there, and I left there to become I became a bartender somewhere else. So we've been together over 35 years, and then we also went into Manhattan together and worked for E.F. Hutton down in the stock market together. And when the market crashed, what year was that? Do you remember, John?
87.
87. Market crashed. There was a place up for sale called Partners back on Bell that I worked at, and I said, "Johnny, come on, let's open up our first place together." That's it. And that's how it started. We opened a place called BB Junior's, and then we opened up Austin's Ale House, which is 25 years plus now together. Yeah, which we love very much. And that's how we started here.
That's right. We forgot before about Austin Ale House.
Yeah,
so you guys are covering over there. You're covering over here.
It's our staple over there,
Well, we like Queens.
Yeah, we love Queens.
We do. We actually do.
It's a great community. It's a great community. And when Bourbon Street came available, it was called the Minstrel Boy. And we used to love coming to the Minstrel Boy. We said, "Come on, let's open up Bourbon Street," and that's how we started here.
So you took over Minstrel Boy, and then how did you expand it?
We took over Minstrel Boy, and we got lucky enough to have a great chef with us at the time, Joe Canella, and we started a little Cajun cuisine, and we were doing so well, we expanded it. We wanted a room for parties, we wanted room for more diners, and we took over what was called, which was an institution in itself, the Army-Navy. After years and years of the Army-Navy store, they retired and they closed up, so we took it over. That's how it started.
And now you have the rooftop.
Yeah. That was Mark's baby. Mark says to me, "Johnny, what do you think about going up the roof?" I'm like, "I don't know." And I tell you, it really came into shape. I mean, it came out better than we even dreamed, really.
I've spoken and said that I consider this to be one of the greatest contributions anybody's made to this strip. Is this rooftop? It's turned the boulevard around and made it a great destination again, thanks to you guys.
I tell you though, Greg, thanks to the community, really. Because of the community support, the community board, people in the community that wanted us and backed us on doing this project was the only reason it worked.
100%. 100%.
That's why we're here, and that's why we love Bayside.